pick six, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. He will take this all the way. Touchdown. For the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone.
Room to run at the 50. Cordero Patterson on the loose. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now the touchback's coming back to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys field it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Again, I'm a partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so a good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go play action with Burrow. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to put...
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Jameson Williams.
His second touchdown of the Super Bowl.
And the Seahawks will add to their first quarter lead here in the Super Bowl.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded right around the 8.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they go play action now. Burrow. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
And it'll be intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Rasul Douglas picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this is just a nightmare scenario for any quarterback. Pick 6 is on 2 consecutive drives.
And a dream sequence for any defense and defenders, because how often do you get pick 6s on 2 consecutive drives? That's a heck of a way to get off the field.
Gano for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
There we go. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
That was a nicely run slant route. What the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
11 MT pace. 11 MT pace.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
Room here to run. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's another 1st down, and that'll be a gain of 21 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback was struggling a little bit.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run with Patterson.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Now it's Burrow. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Third and goal, a big play in the Super Bowl.
Now Burrow. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Look at my team.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Smith. It's Kelsey on the ground. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it second down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now Geno on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. On first down, it's Smith. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, who's the leading receiver? But can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now Burrow on first down, out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Over the middle to Beckham.
And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession.
Got it at the 42-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. After the interception, here's Smith. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
6 yards left on second down.
It's now second and 6.
Back to throw, Smith.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It's a gain of 9.
From the 38, Smith. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Sauce Gardner puts it on. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Heavy set out there on third and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of us been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first and 10, Joe Burrow. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, You could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off and becomes a running back. But as you noted, he stayed alive as a passer. Tremendous.
And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Here's Smith. He is going to find Hill here.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Geno.
Out route to Hill, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Lifted to throw on 2nd down. Smith.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. Smith on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for them.
So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Now it's Smith.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for him. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Geno's going to throw. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
98 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Play action. It's Burrow. That eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jerry Hughes. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
That one into the hands of Beckham downfield.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Jordan Phillips able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will cut the lead down to just 2.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Now it's Smith. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. They'll run with Pollard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Throwing now, Smith. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Smith steps away. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And they will take a knee here. That is likely the final.